All right, business owners, whether you run a coffee shop or a boutique or a small consulting firm, you know that running a business comes with a lot of risk. But what if I told you there's one policy that can help cover your biggest exposures without the headache of juggling multiple insurance plans or agents? A business owner policy, commonly known as a BOP, is a convenient insurance package designed specifically for small and medium-sized businesses. Instead of purchasing separate policies for property, general liability, business interruption, building coverage, this combines everything into one easy-to-manage policy. It simplifies your coverage, reduces gaps in protection, and often saves you money compared to buying each policy individually. Let's start with the property insurance. This covers your physical building. If you own it and everything inside, equipment, inventory, and furniture, if a fire damages your restaurant's kitchen or a storm breaks your office windows, this is the coverage that helps you rebuild and replace what's lost. Next is the business interruption insurance portion of the policy. Say a storm forces you to close for repairs. While you're not making money, you're still paying rent, utilities, employee wages, etc. Business interruption can help those lost revenues and ongoing expenses so your business can survive the downtime. Then you've got liability protection. If a customer slips and falls in your shop, or if you accidentally damage a client's property during a service call, liability coverage helps with legal fees, medical bills, and settlement. This is one of the most critical protections for any business. And then there are optional add-ons that can tailor the policy to your business needs. For example, number 1, crime insurance. For theft, fraud, or forgery, this will protect your business. Cyber liability. For data breaches and cyber attacks, you want this covered. Number 3, employment practices liability. If you face a wrongful termination or harassment claim, you want this covered. These extra protections can be bundled into your BOP depending on your industry and risk profile. When it comes to choosing a BOP, policy might offer, say, $500,000 in property coverage. You need to think, is this enough to rebuild your space and replace all of your assets? Too little coverage means you could be left paying out of pocket. Too much might mean you're overpaying. This is where working with an agent can really help. Together, we can assess your needs and customize the right limits for your unique business. If you own a building that you lease to others, you want to make sure your policy includes liability coverage for tenant-related accident. Property insurance for the structure itself is what you're covering. On the flip side, if you own and occupy your building, your BOP should cover the building's physical structure, your business contents in the building, and the liability protection needed to run your business out of that building for any customer or visitors who enter your space. A business owner's policy isn't just about saving money, though it often does that too. It's about peace of mind. It's about knowing that if a disaster strikes, you've got a plan in place for your business. From storms to lawsuits to sudden closures, a BOP helps ensure your business doesn't just survive, but thrives, even when the unexpected happens. And the best part, it's all in one policy. One bill, one renewal, one less thing to worry about. So if you're a small or medium-sized business owner and you want to make sure your property's protected, reach out to me here at American Family Insurance. I'll walk you through all the options, explain the coverages so it makes sense to you, and help you build a policy that fits just right for your business. So this year I was lucky to work with a couple of new building owners down in Evergreen on exactly this issue. We know how difficult it is in our community to get building coverage, home coverage if you want to call it that, but building coverage due to the fire risk in the area. We also know how difficult it is in downtown due to the flood risk to get coverage on some of those buildings. So this year, when they came to me, I tried the traditional method of doing a lease to themselves. That didn't work because of the fire risk scores. So what I had to do was I had to roll it over to an American Family BOP policy through our small business system. We were not only able to cover the building for about $750,000, we recovered 2 of them actually, but we were able to protect everything inside, all of their equipment, their general liability, and give them the continued coverages that they had under their standard general liability for less money. So they got a win-win out of that. They were able to close on their bank loan timely, and they got to take possession of their building and start their business quickly. So that's how we can help you with a BOP, and that's a success story right here in town. Just a quick side note on top of that, if you are downtown and you're doing a new lease, you're going to be required to have flood insurance, and we can help you there too on your commercial property. So give us a call, and thanks for listening today.